Hi there, this is Tammy and welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing you my project for the Joy of Blue collab for the month of February. This is hosted by Sarah of Crafting and Relaxing here on YouTube. There are several of us who are participating in this collaboration, and I will link everybody else down below, so please go check them out. My project today is a mini album. I was at our local stamp store picking up some very cool Stamperia paper and looking around to see what they might have that was blue, and they happened to have this one little pad of graphic 45 ocean blue paper. It's an 8x8 pad. I can't show you the cover because I cut it up, and all I have left from making my book is just some scraps. The widest scrap is like 2 inches long, wide. So yeah, I don't have any left that even include the front cover because it had images on it also. So, and then what I also have left is these 4 little cut aparts. But otherwise I used all the paper. The paper itself had these earth tones in it, so I paired it with Stampin' Up! Soft Suede and Night of Navy. This was one of the cut aparts, which I thought was a lot of fun. Seize the Day. I love this angelfish, I think is what that is. The book is a 6x6 book with a spine that is 2 inches. I need to get better at, I need to make my spines bigger, I think, because I tend to, this book doesn't have any pictures in it yet, so once pictures are put in it, it's going to get fatter. But I get carried away. I have another video that you'll see soon where I made an album for Rosa Kelly's Swap, and it's an 8x8 album, and it also is way too fat for not having any pictures in it yet. So I love making albums. I'm having fun making them. This paper pad just called out that it needed to be an album. It would be a really cool one to do for a trip to the beach or something like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. As much as I love making albums, I've been thinking about maybe starting an Etsy shop, so not sure about that. But so I don't know what I'm doing with this album yet. But this is for my Joy of Blue collab, for Sarah's Joy of Blue collab for the month of February. I want to show you, I was at Dollar Tree the other day, and you see this on here? They had these packages. They are little, they look like they're laser cut, but I don't think they're wood. They're more like chipboard. But they were really fun, and they're like 1/8 of an inch thick. So I thought that was really cool. So let's get into this. Let me show you my album. This is some Stampin' Up! ribbon I have. I'm not even sure if it's current. So let's go. Inside the front cover, oh, I want to show you also, right now, and I'm no longer a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I'm not pushing Stampin' Up!, but I use their products. And right now in the mini catalog, they have this set, and I haven't bought it, but my sister has it, so she let me borrow it the other day. This is a stamping and embossing set. They go together. There's dies, an embossing folder, and stamps. And you get this. I didn't do any stamping, but there's stamps for each of these shells, which is really cool. So the first thing you do is die cut this piece, all one piece, and then you put it in the embossing folder and emboss it. And then I used Very Vanilla here, and I also did some with crumb cake, and then I used my crumb cake ink and a sponge to bring out the raised parts. So that's really cool. I probably won't buy it. It has some beautiful paper that goes with it too. I probably won't buy it. I only needed it for this one project. It's not something I would use long term, but it was very nice to be able to borrow it. And then this is from, it's like a sailing set, sailing home. It has matching dies, and this is in there. So that's where these came from. This I cut just this part out of the big piece. This is inside the front cover. There's a magnet here. And when you open it, it goes like this. And then it goes like this. This is a tuck spot. So you could put something in there. It's one of the little cut aparts. This is another cut apart. This is a pocket, and I've put 2 of those die cuts in there. You can tell I was running out of paper that was big enough, so I have a couple of places where I used more than one piece of paper because I no longer had any that would fit. Some places I used this. You can put photos on the cream places, or you can journal the vanilla places. I've found that I use pattern paper more than plain paper, which maybe I need to balance it more so people could actually have more journaling spots, because you can put a photo anywhere. You can put a photo on the pattern paper, but it's harder to journal on there. So this is the first page, another magnet. I just love this paper. And this was my least favorite piece of paper, but I had to use it. These little squid, I think they're squid or octopus, I don't know. Anyway, it was my least favorite pattern. Magnets there. And this is for journaling or a photo. You can put photos anywhere. These are pocket pages, so all I did was take some Night of Navy and used a border punch, and I stuck that in there. I didn't put anything on either side. This back side, this is actually the back cover from the paper pad. So this pattern was in the paper, but the paper pad itself is shiny. The cover was shiny, so you can see a little shine to this. And then this opens. Another one of these guys. And then this opens. I just thought it was fun to do this like this. And then this side. This one I put a little piece of ribbon that shows that it pulls up. I should have done that in more places, but the ribbon needs to be put in before you add to your cardstock, and I didn't think of it in time on any of the other places. Here is where I also cut apart one of those dies and put it in this corner. I thought these jellyfish were really cool. That goes like that. And then this page, when you go to turn this page, you got to push down there because the page is really chunky, and you'll see why in a second. So this opens up, and then this opens down, and here's a waterfall, sideways waterfall. So that was fun. Another magnet. This has a magnet. I love that sound. Very fun. Another pocket page. So there we go. And we're going to do that. This page is just a belly band. And I made this card to put in there. I actually made a different one first and it was too thick. So this is one of the whole die cuts. And then I cut out pieces. This is crumb cake, and I cut out pieces of the Very Vanilla and added to it. And it's on a soft suede card. And inside these are tuck spots from the little cut aparts. Well, did I? It's supposed to be a tuck spot. This one I glued the whole thing down, so I guess that's not a tuck spot. I don't know how I did that. Very weird. I thought I did not mean to do that. And then there's nothing on the back, and then I need to carefully slip this in here so I don't catch any of my pieces. And then the third page, this opens, and this opens. I thought this pattern was really pretty too. It's kind of a shell of some sort. Isn't that cool? Another magnet, another pocket page, and then the back is a pocket. This is the little book that I made to put in the belly band, and it didn't fit. So this has a magnet on it that closes it, and then inside, this is That's what I did inside. These are tuck spots. I did not glue them down incorrectly. This is another tuck spot. So I thought that was fun. You could also use this for a card to give somebody. And I stuck it in this pocket because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. And then the last part, the back cover, is my favorite part. I learned how to make this from Rosa Kelly. It's kind of like a reverse pull down waterfall, and it's sideways. But instead of being staggered this way, they're staggered underneath. And it's just really cool. She did it in a big album, and I did it in the album that you'll see at another time that I did for her swap. So I have this little, you don't have to use the pull out. You can just start opening the pages, but you can use the pull out. So it goes like this. The first one, I did a pop-up page. You could put photos there. Then no pop-up. And then another, this one's different. This one is just elevated by 1/2 inch when you open it. So this is my favorite part of the whole album. I really love this, and I liked figuring this out. And then this part also. Those are lots of fun. And then the back cover. I really love this print. And then I have my Created by Tammy with the little kitty face on there. There's the side and the front again. So that's it for my Joy of Blue project for the month of February. I'm trying to decide what to do for future months. They'll probably be, I don't know. They'll probably be cards or books. There's different kinds of books that I make, but I also make fun decorative boxes. So depending on what else I find that's blue. My eye isn't always drawn to blue. Blue is my second favorite color. But I'm not always drawn to it, although it's in my head now, so when I'm shopping, I do notice it. And this stood out to me right away because it was such fun paper. So thank you for watching. Please go check out all the other ladies' videos below, and have a wonderful day.